Well, hello. It is great to see you again. I hope you're smiling as I'm smiling, and I hope you've had a great 5 days at Compassion Camp. Over these past 5 sessions, we have learned so much about compassion together. We've learned that it begins with seeing, feeling, and welcoming. We've talked about how compassion helps us be brave and trust God, how it's important to love and care for ourselves. We learned last time how it helps us to be open to encounter people along the way and to trust God to lead us. And today, our last session, we learned about this importance of having fresh starts in this beautiful tradition we have of Jubilee. Jubilee helps us see, feel, and trust God's abundance, that there's enough for everyone, for all people, for all creatures, for all creation. We've learned about rest, and when we make space for rest, gather at the table and care for those who need the most help, we show God's compassion. I wonder then, why are fresh starts so important? How do they help us? I wonder why you think it's important to rest sometimes. I wonder why you think it's important to celebrate. What do we celebrate, I wonder? I wonder how this helps us share God's compassion. Hey, would you sing a song with me? We're going to sing the Compassion Prayer, and I want you to join in whenever you feel ready to do so. It goes like this. May we be filled with compassion. May we be filled with the top of our hearts when we have the power to make something right. May we show God's love. May we be shown compassion. May we be found in the center of peace when we have needs that others can meet. May we find God's love. May we be filled with compassion. May we be filled to the top of our hearts when we have power to make something right. May we show God's love. May we be shown compassion. May we be found in the center of peace when we have needs that others can meet. May we find God's love. God's compassion is God's justice. And working for God's justice, which just means making things right, releases God's abundance to the world. It makes sure everyone has what they need. And when we rest and help people in the land and the creatures to have rest, we show God's justice. When we gather at table in joy, we show God's justice. When we care for those who need the most help, we show God's justice. Jubilee is a gift to us. Justice is a gift. Making things right. It's what happens when we're compassionate. These are the ways we show our compassion. We see, we welcome, we feel. We're brave. We show up. We love ourselves. We're present with one another. And we practice taking fresh starts and giving fresh starts. And when we do these things, we show God's love, peace, and justice to the world. So let's close the same way we open each day. Hand on head, hand on heart. I'll go this way. Because compassion happens in the brain, but we feel it in the heart. So repeat after me. Joyful Spirit, your loving hands are always creating freedom, release, and fresh starts. Help us to do the same today by caring for all living things with gentleness and care. Open us humbly to receive that same care ourselves. Make our hearts smile and our actions sing with your promise of abundance toward the whole world. Amen. Take care. God's peace. Be well.